Welcome to Ageless Iron. Last week, if you remember, we started our tour of the Eastern Washington Agricultural Museum, which is a special kind of museum because of the equipment that it has, because it's nestled in the Palouse Hills of Eastern Washington, Western Idaho, and even Oregon. But also it's a museum that has a lot of unique equipment for this area that you would find. That's why it's special to come here, and we broke this into a multi-tour area. So on the displays that we see, you have next to the engine area a full branding area. Now, branding was important out here for the cow-calf operation, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
So you have the actual branding irons, and then you showed the way that the brands worked?
Yes, most of them come from the blacksmith shop, and when they got done with the iron, they would heat it up and go over. At that time, it was a wood building. They'd brand into the side of the building. And over the years, they had those brands there, and the people that owned it had the foresight to make brand blocks out of them, and took a little doing, but we finally, with some help, got the collection.
Where did you find the branding irons themselves?
From local.
Oh my gosh, people would donate their original brands then.
Yes.
That's kind of unique. I've never seen that in a museum before, that you have that many. And do you know how many brands that you have represented there?
Well, on the blocks, there's 160 almost. Cool. And the irons, there's not that many, but there's still probably 50. Wow,
that's as extensive as you'll find. Then other items that you find here, because every time I turn around, I'm noticing things. Barbed wire collection.
Yes, sir.
With interpretation by date of the barbed wire then.
Yes, sir.
Good gravy. There was a collector that had put those together and just donated them?
It's actually several collections put together. Yes, sir.
But you've got a lot of tractors that were donated as well by members in the area, and a wide variety of makes and models, right?
Yes, sir.
So you're truly non-denominational, as we see back here with the Farmall. This is an H on steel wheels.
Yes, sir.
Right? And then you've got a Field Marshal and a John Deere, and I notice all kinds of colors that are here.
Yes.
Is this a lot of the equipment be germane to the area? So you have crawlers too as well.
Yes.
So there was a lot of crawler agriculture in this area?
Because of the steepness of the hills. Yeah, crawlers were virtually when they went from horses to crawlers, and then later they got to making the wheel tractors wider, but crawlers was a big thing.
So David, if they want to get the information, the telephone number to take a tour, they should go to your website then. That's where the great starting point.
Yes, sir.
Well, thanks for the tour, but we're not done yet. There's actually a second building that's part of this museum. So we'll return next week to continue our tour of the Eastern Washington Agricultural Museum. Hi, I'm Dave Mowitz. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit subscribe right here if you haven't already, and click that little bell right here to be notified when we post a new video. And click here to see more great videos.